Good afternoon, everybody. I'm coming back with another TTM video for you guys. Yes, that's right. It's a TTM video. I finally got something in the mail. We got 3 today, so the mail has started working again. These are send-outs that I did recently, and definitely glad to get these back. Definitely glad to get anything back at this point, just like share them with you guys. But we have a little football going on here, so these are all going to be football returns. And then I'm also going to share some purchases for the 1990 Donruss set that I got, so I can get those put away. But hope you guys enjoy this TTM video from me. It's been a while, and hopefully we have a lot more coming. I've been working on trying to get some TTM sent out again. I also am working on putting a photo order in so I can get some 4x6s out. And we're trying to hit it hard to get some stuff coming back. So anyways, guys, let's take a look and see what we've got. So our first return is a 1 of 3 success in 39 days. It's coming out of Seattle, Washington. Looks like they stamped it a couple of times there. And we were able to get back Mr. Rick Redman. We got Mr. Redman on this 1971 Topps. He signed it in the fine Sharpie, which I am so thankful for. It was, like I said, a 39-day wait. He is getting up there in age, so I wanted to get this knocked out while I still could and add to my vintage football collection, which is very small right now, but we're going to see if we can change that this coming year. But definitely glad to add an ex-San Diego Charger to the collection, and love the 71 Topps, so definitely a good return. And as always, guys, you know the addresses I used will be in the description, so you guys can just use that address to send off if you want to, so you don't have to do any of the legwork. Now, our next return is a 3 of 3 success in 8 days coming out of San Bernardino, California. And this person needs no introduction other than...
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
I'm sure you guys can figure out who it is from that, but definitely glad to get this man back. And we were able to get back Mr. Jim Mora. Got him on the 1989 Pro set. Love these cards. Definitely love how they turn out autographed. And as you can see, he signed it in the black Sharpie. He's sitting there... showing some love to one of his players, I'm sure, right there. I'm sure he had a bunch of nice things to say. And then we were fortunate enough to not only get 1, but 2 index cards from Coach Mora. So definitely glad to add these to the index card collection. Haven't gotten index cards in a while. Well, you know, obviously we haven't gotten anything in a while, but definitely haven't gotten index cards in a while. So we're glad to add a couple more to the growing collection. And for our last return, definitely glad to get this one. It's from a current NFL player. Matter of fact, may end up in the Super Bowl again. It's coming out of Tampa, Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida. It was a 2 of 2 success. Only took 8 days, 8 quick days to get across the U.S. and back. And that is coming from Mr. Cameron Brate. Got Mr. Brate on this Prestige 2018. He's a fantastic signer for a current player. I know a bunch of you guys have gotten him back before. And here we have him on the Prestige 2019. And I just finally broke down and said, you know what, I got to send out to him. So we sent out to Mr. Brate and got him back in a quick 8 days. So definitely glad to get Mr. Brate back. And now wanted to move on to the pickups for the 1990 Donruss set that we got. Definitely excited about these. So these pickups take me to 456 on the set, which is about 64% complete. And so we're getting there. We're closing in on 500 now, so we're slowly getting there. A lot of these are players that are hard to get. Some you can get through the mail, but for the price I got the lot in, I just couldn't pass it up. So that's what we did. So the cards I'm going to show you right now, each one was about $5.75 each, so $5.75 each. So we got the Benito Santiago All-Star card. I think the reason it was marked down, of course, was because it was in ballpoint, which, you know, if something comes up down the line that's an upgrade, I may upgrade, but to try to get the set done at this point, I am fine with the ballpoint. We got John Farrell from the Cleveland Indians. We got Lee Mazzilli from the Toronto Blue Jays. We got Felix Fermin from the Cleveland Indians. We got Pat Borders from the Toronto Blue Jays. Got Mr. Randy Velarde from the New York Yankees. Got Nelson Santovina from the Montreal Expos. Good thing about this lot is it had quite a few Latin players, and sometimes they can be hard to get, so another reason I jumped on it. So we got Mr. Mark Portugal with the Houston Astros. We got Charlie Hayes with the Philadelphia Phillies. Got Doug Strange with the Detroit Tigers. Jeff Hamilton with the Los Angeles Dodgers. We got Mr. Joey Cora with the San Diego Padres. Again, these were each about $5.75. We got Dave Smith with the Houston Astros. We got Mr. John Cerruti with the Toronto Blue Jays. Of course, he has passed away, so we got another deceased player completed here with Mr. Cerruti. Got Kurt Wilkerson with the Chicago Cubs. And we have another deceased player here, Mr. Scott Sanderson with the Chicago Cubs. Able to knock another one out with this one. Trying to, as you guys know, I'm trying to get all the deceased players that I can as quickly as I can, because sometimes they can be difficult. So when they pop up, I just got to jump on them. This is Mr. Brian Dubois, rated rookie from the Detroit Tigers. He's kind of hit and miss with his TTMs. I have a request out to him, and if I get him, that's great, but couldn't pass it up, so I figured I'd just knock out the rated rookie. Mr. Mark Gardner with the Montreal Expos. Another rated rookie. Got Mr. Dwight Smith with the Chicago Cubs. Got Mr. Paul Kilgis with the Chicago Cubs. And for this lot, the last but definitely not least, we got Mr. Boomer Wells with the Toronto Blue Jays. David Wells, he's got a fantastic signature. Definitely glad to get him. Big name pitcher. He was a good pitcher for quite a few years there, so definitely glad to add him. So that is that. Our next purchase, this was $11 to the door. We were able to get Mr. Jesse Barfield from the New York Yankees. So glad to get Mr. Barfield back. For $11, you can't really beat it. I've been looking for his autograph for quite a while. And they usually run about 15 to 20. I was able to snag this for 11, like I said. I've tried to send to him TTM. I've never heard back. So, again, it was one of those things I just had to jump on and get. So we got Mr. Barfield. The next one I thought was a steal. I grabbed this for $2. And he used to be a good TTMer, but he has since stopped. He actually has a private signing coming up, and I want to say it was 15 per or 20 per. So I thought, man, if I got this for $2, that's a steal. And that's Mr. Alfredo Griffin. Again, $2. So this is when he was on the Los Angeles Dodgers. I've gotten him before TTM. I got him on like a 86 tops, 87 tops when he was with the A's. I think I got him a second time as well, but he hasn't really signed much in the last year or two. So got Mr. Griffin back for $2. The next one I got was for $8. I'm definitely glad to get this back. It kind of finishes off a unique kind of mini set within the Donruss set, and I'll explain it in a minute. But I got this for $8. Mr. Bob Ojeda on the New York Mets. And this mini set I was talking about, it is Mr. Ojeda was involved in that incident with Tim Cruz and Steve Olin, where Mr. Cruz and Mr. Olin passed away on a boat accident. And so I've already got Mr. Olin and Mr. Cruz's autographs. They're off at Beckett and PSA getting authenticated. And so Mr. Ojeda, he seems to be a really tough auto to get. So when I saw it pop up, I snagged it and figured it was not only a good ad for the set, but it kind of finishes off, you know, that little threesome right there with those guys. So if you guys have never heard about it, you could probably look up Ojeda, Tim Cruz, or Steve Olin, and it'll come up on one of their Wikipedias, I'm sure, and you can find out more about it. But if you were watching baseball in the early 90s, I'm sure you probably know all about the incident. So glad to add Mr. Ojeda to the set. And my last pickup, this one was a little bit more pricey. This one was $30. But to me, it's a steal because his autos go for well over 100 in a lot of cases. And famous two-sport athlete. Guy was amazing until he got injured. None other than Mr. Bo Jackson. So this is the base card in the set, Bo Jackson. I've picked up an auto of his in the All-Star card on the set. That one's currently getting authenticated at Beckett. So now I'm down to just the Diamond King and the MVP card. So I just need 2 more Bows, and I'll have all the Jacksons for the set done, as long as they all come back authentic, of course. This one did come with a COA. It came from In the Zone Authentics. They also stickered it on the back. And as I say, guys, you can see the sticker right there. If it's not Beckett PSA or JSA, in my opinion, the certificate of authenticity doesn't mean anything. So I had to just go off of my best judgment. My best judgment told me that this was a good Bo Jackson autograph. And so we'll get that authenticated to make sure. So again, that was $30. And that'll do it. So again, 456 cards done in the Donruss set. That leaves me with about 260 or so cards left, down to about 260. And they're starting to get tougher and tougher. So we will see what we can do. My goal in 2022 is to try to get to 600 done on the set by the end of the year. I'm hoping I can do that. I'm also hoping that I can send out more NFL cards. Like I said, get vintage NFL back. And then another goal of mine is to start working on some actors and entertainers and golfers and other sport athletes, whether it's wrestling or Olympics or whatever it may be, and just try to kind of diversify the collection for my daughter. So that is all, guys. I know the video went a little long. Hopefully you guys saw some autographs you liked. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm definitely glad to be able to bring you a TTM video again. Hopefully it gets more consistent, and hopefully we have a lot to show you guys. So hope you guys all have a blessed evening. Until our next video.
See ya. Bye, guys.